everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The story of their last game was the ridiculous amount of time this guy spent in the end zone. Anytime he got a sniff of the goal line, he punched it in. All his touchdowns carried them to the win. Can he do it again here? It's the Dolphins going up against the Ravens. With that, let's get you out to the stadium. On the mic for our broadcast.
So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded inside the 5. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by a guy who's been a backup much of his career out of Oregon State. It's Matt Moore.
Matt Moore began as a backup in the NFL, but his first season in Miami, he did start 12 games, so he understands how it's done and what needs to happen on the field. A guy that you love as a career backup, but he can start if necessary.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go! Green, throw it over! Here we go now! Watching now, Barney! No, Leopard!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team is committed to running the football. You can get your big off.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Terrell Suggs, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I don't want downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special. You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way, now he's starting to gallop. How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Now they try the right side here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
More now. That is caught. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 10. Now the longtime Raven punter, Sam Cook, on to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back.
Can anyone get him?
What a move. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on the game. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now Moore. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now, partner, he has surpassed Marvin Harrison's record for most catches in a single season. He's got 144.
It's amazing. He almost did it quietly because Marvin Harrison wasn't a guy that we saw much in the media, but boy, did he produce. Now, he steps aside. Marvin Harrison is number 2. We were here today to see the new number 1.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
Let's go, guys.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And take it right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. A chance for us here to discuss Jarvis Landry. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the back goes into motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of... Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he cuts it right, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have. Sam Cook on now to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly